How's build-up going? How are you feeling heading into the race?
Build-up's it went really well, and so yeah, I'm happy with my position going into Monday.
Do you have a goal in mind for what you can do?
Without sounding too vague, I really just want to be competitive and compete against the other internationals, the other Americans in the race. Obviously, there's a lot of talent in this room. And I respect the other athletes, but I anticipate just giving it my best and competing against everyone here.
Is there a kind of race that you feel would benefit you? Fast pace, sort of patient approach. What kind of race are you looking for?
This race is largely dependent on the conditions. Whether there's winds, depending on who decides to make a move, and so. I keep my race plan flexible, and I was told by Mary Kate when I first did this race, it's Boston, so expect anything, and so that's kind of my approach to this race. Is when I get out there, is you just got to be ready for a myriad of different race circumstances. So also in training, just practicing, running, changing pace, pushing on the hills, backing off. Running hard. I kind of understand where my limits are and what my fitness is, so within reason, but I do understand, in a championship race, you kind of have to be reactionary and aggressive at the same time.
He was all the way up to
How important is it to do well in this race? You've got several of the Americans who are going to be vying for those Olympic spots.
At that point in time,
how important is it for you
to took a really great transition.
This is a great checkpoint for next February's Olympic trials. A lot of the key players are here, and so obviously, like I said, the importance is to compete. And next February I'm going to compete against these same guys for first spot on the Olympic team. So this is a good racing experience to have to line up with them and compete. But I just treat it, again, like also I'm competing against the internationals and everyone else here, and so it's not just my focus to be one of the top Americans or the top American or to run against one or two guys.
Do you have any plans to marathon or to around the trials?
That will be decided after this race, depending on how my performance goes, how my recovery goes after the race, and I'm self-coached, but I like afterwards to really kind of reflect on the training that I put in and see what logically makes sense in training after this. And maybe it makes more sense to go run another championship-style marathon. Maybe I realize after this I need to work a little bit more on speed, but those decisions will come after, definitely after Monday and after I have time to reflect on how everything goes.
So self-coached, is there anyone that you sort of reach out to spitball ideas with for this?
Yeah, no, I have many that I really trust, many people that I really trust that I can reach out to, receive advice. When I first started the marathon and I was training in Flagstaff, I worked really closely with Dr. Jack Daniels, and I still communicate with him, and also as a mentor, and he kind of has an advising role at times, but so he's always there and accessible if I need him with questions. When I travel to races like this and other marathons, I do network with a lot of the internationals, and I'm always trying to learn on how to evolve my training. I've been able to improve so much in the marathon, but it's because I'm making adaptations in my training, looking for new ways that I can improve it. It's never repeating the same training cycle over and over again. So yeah, from other athletes, other coaches, I always want to continue to learn and try to find ways to make my training evolve so I can become a better runner.
What kind of adaptations have you made to your training?
Well, since my last marathon, which in Fukuoka, unfortunately I was a DNF there, I just learned that I needed to do a little bit more specificity and a higher level. So, for example, not doing the same workouts that I was doing for my previous marathons. faster than before, but learning to do more. You know, if I'm doing 4 times 5K at marathon pace
kind of like
in Boulder,
rebuilds adrenaline.
it's not doing 4 times 5K faster than before, it's doing 5 times 5K. And so a higher level, a higher volume of specificity, not necessarily a higher total volume, you know, not upping my mileage per week, you know, or my miles per week as much, but just extending the effort is for a longer, longer period as possible. And, you know, that's bread and butter for a marathoner to do that.
What kind of shape
I think it'd be really hard to transition
My fitness is great. I'm really happy with where it is. You know, a lot of the workouts, there were some workouts that I did revisit from last year, and some ones, like I said, I have adapted to do longer and extending the effort. So I feel better about my position going into the race this year than last year. Obviously, too, you know, I take a lot more knowledge out of last year's race, learning how to race on the course. Obviously, I've run on the course a few times, so, you know, there are no surprises. But having raced on the course, it's a much different atmosphere and experience when you're, you know, running really hard, 30K into the race than when you're just going for a training run or doing a workout on it.
Being able to,
so
you have to have that on the track.
I think just learning from that and, like I said, making some adaptations in my training put me in a better position than I was last year.
It's just such a short amount of time.
Best of luck on Monday.
And on the road.
Thank you.